woke up from a nap. It's Easter Sunday and it's day 4 of Aussie April. Day 2 and 3 were filled with family. Yesterday was my husband's birthday. And then everybody's left this morning. And I immediately came in, grabbed my book, and then fell asleep. And I've just had a really big nap. So it's lovely. So early it's raining. It's been raining all morning. It's going to continue to rain. So I'm going to continue to hang out and read. So hopefully today I can maybe finish one book for Aussie April. That'd be awesome. Maybe I need to get up and tell you my thoughts on the book I'm reading, because I have thoughts. Hang on. Let me peel myself out of this comfy bed. I just sat up. That was a big enough mission. I'm 206 pages into this book, nearly halfway through. I've given myself to the next part, which is another 60 pages, to really make a decision. But I'm getting more and more frustrated with this book, and for the reasons I spoke about in the day 1 vlog. I'm not connecting with Marie at all. This book is being filled up, I'm finding, with we kind of visit with her daughters and her sons as well, and where they're at and what they're thinking about. Her daughter Blanche is, very much entrenched in Sydney advertising life, and yeah, just I don't need to know about them, is what I'm saying. I don't care if they're going on dates or what's going on with them. I don't really know why we're talking about them, because the point for me of this story is to follow this woman's journey, and she's getting more and more of these she's divorced, trying to work out who she is after the divorce, has lived in a very affluent Sydney suburb, starts to get tattooed. And the tattoos are this kind of, I get that they're symbolizing her breaking out of the shell that she's in. But, I mean, it's so far out of the box for her that there needs to be, for me, more explanation about what they're giving to her each time. What we're getting when she gets a new tattoo is her interaction with the tattoo artist, and then kind of their difference in the way they see things. And the tattoo artist was a lesbian, and that shocked her and whatever. Yet she's shocked by this lesbian woman, like this woman being a lesbian, and that she's having lunch with a lesbian, and she's never done that before. Which annoyed me because it's got nothing to do with the actual person. But anyway, she's shocked by that stuff, and then she just gets a huge tattoo over her back and up her neck and whatever. And I just feel like it's just missing for me. I don't know, just that depth of character, and rather than spending time on Maria and this woman, it's jumping over to her daughter and her son and all that sort of stuff. So I'm finding that really, really frustrating. And she's kind of having a romantic relationship with this guy, but I don't know, and he's shocked by her tattoos, but I don't know, but it's just kind of for shock value. I don't know, it's not sitting with me very well, the character of Maria. I don't feel there's been enough work put in there, and to fill up the pages, we're dealing with her children, and I find that quite unnecessary, but that's my thoughts. So I'm going to read another 60 pages now and get to this next section. I'm going to make a cup of tea and just keep reading. I think it's 1 or 1:30 in the afternoon. I don't really know, but I don't need to be anywhere and I don't need to do anything, and that feels really, really nice. Guys, I'm calling it. I'm going to DNF. I'm just being hit with a lot of talk about her kids, which I don't care about. I'm also starting to get annoyed with these are really wealthy people who are talking a lot about the drought, about climate change, about, they all sit and have discussions around it, and maybe that's what they do, but I don't want to read about people like that. Then, people that then go and buy a new car just to buy a new car and, you know, run up $50,000 worth of credit card debt and expect me to, you know, worry about that. I don't know. It's just all seeming, I just can't relate. I just really can't relate. And that's, you know, we're in different spaces. And like I said, for me to be able to care about this character rather than get annoyed by her, I need more depth. And I'm not getting it. So I made it to there. I'm DNFing. There we go. Oh, this is not a good start, but this is my first Aussie April book and I've DNF'd it, but this is where we're at. So let's pick another one and hopefully that will be a lot better. I'm going to make an Aussie April stack. Might make my stack there in front of this, my top 50 Aussie books, because I will have to rank all of the books I've read, though that one's not going to make it on there, is it? Because I just DNF'd it. Okay, here are my Aussie shelves. Let's pick another book to start. This book's been sitting here for a long time for me to read. It's a bit of a mystery thriller whodunit sort of situation, which is not really my bag, but I feel like something pacey at the moment, so I'm going to try it. It's by Chrissy Kinane. It's set in Tasmania, and I guess it follows Jessica, whose partner has disappeared into the forest there. Her partner Matthew, I think they moved there, and her partner Matthew is from there or knows the people there a lot better than she does, and so when she's trying to find him and what's gone on, it's kind of like she's the outsider and there's a lot of secrets to uncover. So I look forward to reading a pacey, you know, secretive, exciting book. Okay, literary thriller. Let's do it. Success, 10 pages in, and I am gripped and ready to go on this journey of this book. Very exciting. I just had some bacon, which was delicious. So now this is me for a little while. I'll check in when I've got some initial thoughts. More than 10 pages. More than 10 pages in. I'll let you know. Okay, I'm 57 pages in, and I just thought I'd give you a little rundown of what's going on. So it's all from Jessica's point of view. Her partner, Matthew, has gone missing. What we find out very early on is that he's an abusive man. I don't know physically, but certainly emotionally, very controlling of her. So when he goes missing, there's this real sense of loss because she's changed her life and changed everything. She's got no friends or anything like that because of him. She can't spend her money as she wants to, all that sort of stuff. So she is completely lost. And it was really hard to read that all the while thinking, I don't know, just that kind of insight into a controlled, abused woman and, watching her devastation over losing him, but knowing that, you know, of course she loves him, but it's all a very mental game. And she's just met his family have just come down because there's a search on to try and find him because he went missing in a forest. His car just shows up and nobody's in it. His phone's left in the car. And there's this insinuation that there's more going on and that he's probably alive and in hiding is one of the little barbs that are being thrown out by his sister. So it's all very intriguing, very mysterious. The writing's great. It's very fast paced, so I'm loving it. So yeah, it hasn't taken me long to get 50 pages in. So yeah, I'm hooked. Just thought I'd let you know that. I'm gonna have a cup of tea, and because it's Easter, a little chocolate. Yes, indeed. I say that like I haven't had any chocolate today, but I've had a ton. So let's just have some more. Okay, just thought I'd check in. I'm halfway through. I've been reading and eating my weight in leftovers. Always fun. It's good, engaged, interested. Sometimes I crave for more. She's just kind of being very passive. I'm finding that a little bit frustrating, but just when I get to the point where I'm too frustrated with it, the author throws me a bone. And there's a little something, and there's mysteries popping up all over the place, but she just kind of seems to be going about her day and doing the normal things while, like, she's not hearing from the police. We're not getting that point of view. It's just all from her, and I'm just like, lady, come on, like, you really love this guy and whatever. Maybe she didn't. But she's just kind of, going back to her job and just going through the everyday stuff. And people are contacting her and people are making sort of remarks that are intriguing. It doesn't feel like she's obsessing over them or anything. She just kind of hears them and then goes on with her day in a way. I don't know. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just an interesting point of view. And one that from a thriller, I'm kind of, because I don't read too many of them, kind of normally the person is obsessed over all of these little details and trying to pin everything together. And but this is kind of this really placid thriller in a way. There's big mysteries popping up, but it's not, I don't know does that make any sense? It's not all consuming over the little details. She still is plodding on. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting point of view. So I'm enjoying that. It's not stock standard. There we go. Maybe that's it. So, yeah. I'm at 126. It's only a 250-page book, so I'm halfway. So, yeah. Maybe I'll finish it this afternoon. I don't intend to do anything else, so it's exciting. Having a day like this in ages. Right, I'll talk to you when there's something more to talk about. That moment when you see the name of the town you live in a book that's set far, far away from here. Oh, that was weird. Page 162. Things are getting weird. Things are getting super weird. I need them to sink back into reality a bit. There's a bit of I don't know. I can't say because it's a huge spoiler, but so I've got to try and code this. How do I code this? I don't know. It's just slipping into the unrealistic or into the not necessarily mythical, but into something that's not easily explained, and I don't do well in that space with this stuff. It's all a bit much, so I've got this face on, so I need it to come back. Please come back. But I'm also completely engaged. So anyway, just something I was thinking. Okay, again, something really major went down, and she's just kind of cruising on with her day. And she writes for this kind of science journal or something, and that's how she gets her money. And like, she had a breakdown, but she still gets up and makes a point to file the story for this magazine. So I don't know if this is all really big clues that I'm just missing. And maybe if you've read this book, you're like, hello. But yeah, right now it's really confusing to me how she can flip from complete devastation and breakdown to, she's back out on a boat with a new dog. Like, what the hell is happening? Anyway, we're getting closer to the end. So yeah, I just wanted to record these thoughts along the way because it's really bizarre to me. And when I talk them out, then, you know, it's easier for me to understand rather than in my head. So thank you for letting me talk them out with you. Okay, I gotta keep reading. This is bizarre. Okay, I finished it. Wow. It is so unresolved for me. And I don't know if that's me or the book. What I will say that I completely loved was this is set in the southern tip of Tasmania and in the winter, and the sense of place for me was so vivid. The writing of the forest, the writing of the oceans, the way of life, the interactions with the people was so intensely vivid and so well done. That was my favourite part of the book. But all of these unresolved things, this kind of unrealistic element, and I get the kind of male abuse. Yeah, it's hard to say male abuse line. But I just don't think that the connections were well done enough. The connections between her, Jessica, this narrator, and how she got to be with this Matthew guy, this abusive man in the first place. And like I said, the way that she just sort of stayed on this course of not really diving into grief, not really diving into fear. And it happened a few times, but it was just, you know, she just moves on with her days, and quite quickly, I might add. But with all of these little pointers popping up, and it just becomes to me really bizarre at the end. And then when the mystery unfolds, it kind of references back to one thing at the start of the book, but even that was like just this kind of passing comment. I don't think the relationships between the different plot points was as strong as it could be and was fleshed out as it could be. But I enjoyed the pace of it. It was very engaging. I guess that's what a thriller does, right? I don't read them very often, but this was seriously engaging, and I just really, really enjoyed the setting. But it's a 3-star for me because it just got all a bit too messy and not solid enough for me as the mystery was unfolding. And the depth of Jessica as the character and the way that Jessica, the narrator, kind of dealt with it all was really unrealistic to me. So there's that. But yeah, 3 stars. I'm really glad I've read it. This has been on my radar for a really long time. So tick Aussie April, day 4. Well, successful in that I finished a book. Oh my gosh. And DNF'd one, so there you go. So I guess that's the end of this vlog for Aussie April day 4. What a great day. Feeling such a lot of contentment right now. Feeling a lot of contentment and a lot of joy in being back in the space of reading books again, and making space for that as a priority feels really nice as well. So there's that. I'm going to go and do all of the things that I should have been doing all day, you know, clean the house, make the dinner, get the boys ready. So I'm going to return to the land of my family. And yeah, I'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow. Let's talk tomorrow. Okay, see ya.